eating disorders are really sneaky. Actually, earlier I was reading an article on how healthy eating can be the trigger. And, it was partially for me, right? People focus so much on healthy eating and everything else. You can actually get stuck in a cycle of thinking you're doing something good and thinking that you're not being eating disordered. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. Like, you think it's over, and then all of a sudden it pops up. The article I read was actually on orthorexia. It was an article from someone that recovered orthorexia and anorexia. Automatically, like, they minimize what's happening, and it's scary when it happens that, someone dies or someone has a heart attack or like something happens, and it has to get to that point for them to see that this isn't okay. The Huffington Post article that I read, if I'm not mistaken, it was because, or she mainly got help because she experienced a major cardiac event. Or it was, I think it was cardiac. It was some type of medical emergency. And, she would still eat, like, apples and peanut butter and, like, healthy food. But, she still experienced the same symptoms: the cold, the fatigue, the hair loss, the pale skin, the brittle nails, everything. But she thought she was fine. There has to be a point where it's not so focused on food and the body. I mean, I've come so far in realizing that the most important thing for me has been to learn how to actually care for myself and show myself kindness and compassion and understanding, and stop focusing on being so afraid of the actual physical food. Like, what does the food represent for me? Like, I've always felt the need to deny myself things. So even the most delicious food, I didn't feel worthy of. I didn't feel worthy of love. I didn't feel worthy of care. I didn't feel worthy of kindness. I didn't, So that's what it comes down to. What does that food represent? It's just like an alcoholic choosing alcohol. What are they using alcohol to run from? Drug addict. What are they using drugs for? What are they trying to avoid? And for me, I restrict in so many other ways. So if I'm not restricting myself in terms of what I'm eating, if I'm actually allowing myself, like, good portions and what the foods that I want to eat, I might be restricting myself socially. So maybe I'm in my room afraid to be around people. Maybe I'm restricting myself financially, afraid to let go of money. So essentially it's not just about the food. It's what do I feel, why do I feel like I need to deprive myself? Why do I feel a need to be invisible? Does that invisibility serve me? So if anything, I think that programs really need to start incorporating more of a whole awareness instead of just, maintain this weight, go eat your meal plan, you'll be fine.